isn't this great? This is a few days later, so trying to figure out this puzzle. And I think I might be retarded and did not connect the pieces together. Do you know what the answer is? Well, I do. And it's related to the chess piece we got. And I'm not familiar with chess. I know some of the names of the pieces, but I don't remember the one we got. It's on a list. Maybe that burned out Gray Meal's neon sign in Alvin Plaza is some kind of a hint. Yeah, that part of the neon is burned out. The difference is we can't read. We can see the G and the R. We can see the E, L, and S. If one of the new tubes were burned out, the letters could change, couldn't they? Lean could be misleading then. Why don't we try adding parts to the letters of Olean to see if we can make something? Let's keep on trying to eventually try to connect it to the chess piece. Or whatever, I'm just gonna input the name of the chess piece that we're supposed to be looking for. Queen, right? Okay, now searching. What? Seems very close, but something's missing. Queens? Wait, where is it? There it is. Queens. Yeah, you cannot see the S there, but anyways. Alright, now searching. You know, when the music's gone. Huh, what's this? It's here, Queen's Hospital. Great, you found it, Gillian, Katrina says, after I had to try this multiple times in the shower. Anyways, so the neon tube was burned out, and there were more letters to the word than shown in the picture. So Queens looked like Olean. That's what the chess piece was trying to tell us. Well, there you go. Queen of Black Queen. Hospital address.
What's the address of that hospital?
CX District, PHC 77. The director is Chinese. Name, Chin Shu Oh.
Chin Shu Oh. He's probably a snatcher too. So we finally found their nest.
Gillian, please be careful.
Don't worry, Katrina. You're safe now. They won't be coming after you.
Just to be on the safe side, we will have Kobe police take you into protective custody.
Gillian, I'm sorry about the way I reacted in the shower. Maybe if your timing had been a little better, we might have...
Don't worry about it, Katrina. I think I needed a cold shower anyway.
I'm just so confused. I don't want to lose anybody else.
Alright, let's go, Metal. We have to pay a visit to Queen's Hospital.
Yep. I was thinking about calling my wife, but something I haven't done, and I'm not sure if I should do it more often because I feel indifferent towards Jamie. I think that was her name, but yeah, let's go. Okay, let's get out to Quinn's Hospital. This is it. Alright, now heading for Quinn's Hospital. I think I might get to call her when we get the turbo cycle. That'd probably be for the best. Well, nice job avoiding your wife, Ruda. It's pretty good. Well, I'm not the talkative type. I'm sorry. We have arrived at Queen's Hospital. What would you like to do? It's not that I don't like people. It's just that I don't know how to communicate. Oh, so you're autistic, Ruda? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. I don't know. Feel free to label whatever. This is Queen's Hospital. That sign. Oh, there he goes. That's the one that was in Little John's memory. No mistake. Yeah, this is really nice. It's not cyberpunk enough though. We need some sun. So, what was her phone number? Let's matter the number. Jamie. 3934444. Fuck. It's the number 39109. Is that her workplace?
Good afternoon. Neo Kobe Pharmaceutical Labs. May I help you? Oh, Gillian, what's up?
Hang up. Ask out on a date. Ask Queen's Hospital. Queen's Hospital? Wait a minute. Let me check out our records. Nah, here it is. To place a large order for anti-cancer drugs from between October and December. Anti-cancer drugs, huh? I knew it. Oh, that settles that. The director is Chinese, named Qinshu Oh. Qinshu Oh. I do recall back in the shop, the shopkeeper telling us about a Chinese and Jewish guy. Anyways, what do you know about this Qinshu? I wonder who this Qinshu is. I've never heard the name before. We've nothing on him in here either. He might be one of those unlicensed underground doctors. Why don't you check your Jekyll records? You might have something on him. I'll take a look at our data here too. Thanks, that would be a big help. Yeah, actually, I think that might be a good idea before we just go in there. Look up some info on that guy. Okay, I'm gonna ask how she's doing. Memory. Sometimes when I'm not even trying, I get these really vague images, but when I try to recall anything more, they diminish. Guess we're just gonna have to let time do its work. Yep. The hourglass goes by. Good job. I was really worried at first about becoming a chunker. Of course, Gillian. People like us who have lost their memories never know at first what they're cut out for. What am I cut out for? You know, I don't think I made a mistake becoming a junker. I feel like I can really find myself for this job. I know what you mean. You get surprised by your own actions. You feel like you can see your inner self, right? I guess so. Never. I have some trouble remembering stuff, but never had an amnesia and then it went in my life. Not really sure if it's an experience I'll look forward to, but yeah, I guess it's an experience nonetheless. Have you ever had an amnesia? They just leave the comments and I'll read it. Your feelings or my feelings. Well, good job. But I wonder how long this can last, chasing them down. Probably until our memories return. You know, I guess we're going back to the old Blade Runner dilemma. What if we are the Snatchers? We are snatched and our memories wiped for some reason. But I don't think we're high enough we're not exactly high up in the social pyramid to be a target for Snatcher, so that theory goes out the window. But then again, there is that one photo. Do we got that here? Video memory. Cache. Nah. Look. Oh, it's been a while since we met, hasn't it, Jamie? Yeah, it's been since before you became a junker, hasn't it? What was you said that night? I couldn't hear you over the noise of the turbocycle's engine. Oh, nothing. Ow, I fucking hate it when people do that. By the way, Coffee's been on the desk and she's now hugging me. Yay. She's a cute kitty. Can you say hi? Oh, fuck. Girl? Oh, well. She's just gonna keep on grooming me, I suppose. Is that even the right word? Feelings. So is that? Are we finished? If we separate now, it will be painless, Gillian. We don't have to hurt each other. Gee. Jamie, we do not have any memories of our life together, but we can make them from here on out. Yes, but Gillian. Gee. Yeah, fine. Jamie, I don't want to talk to you over the phone like this. Let's meet and talk face to face. Killian, I'm always thinking about you, but I don't know if we should see each other right now. We'll just run into the same old problems. Same old problems, huh? I don't know, I just try to imagine if we did get to go out somewhere and just sit down and talk, we'd probably spend and just sit quiet and counting the fucking hours. Yeah. Maybe that's just me projecting. Hang up. Well, it's nice talking to you, Jamie. Bye for now. See you later, Gillian. Bye. Dry metal. Going back to HQ. Oh, let's ask about Random and Gillian. About a hunter, eh? Can you trust people like that? He sounds really fake, like someone out of a novel, you know? Huh. I guess so. Let's go to the computer room. How do you spell that name? Fuck. I read it just a bit ago as well. Chinshu. Oh. Chinshu. I'm actually looking up on my phone. What's it saying? God damn it. Good job, Ruda. It's immersion ruined. Write that shit down like a true detective. Oh, come on. I don't think I'm cut out for this job. The fuck? Why the hell are they shooting fireworks at this time? It's just 5:23. Oh great, now coffee's biting my arm and kicking it. Ah, fuck. Anyways, screw this. I can't find his name. Let's go to Queen's Hospital again. We're now back at Queen's Hospital. Nice. Look at the building. The building dates from the 20th century. There's no sign that they're in business. No sign that they're in business? The building is not typical of those construction. God damn it. The building is not typical of those constructed as hospitals. It was probably originally used as an office building or for some other purpose. So it's repurposed into a hospital. Strange. At least it sounds strange to me. Don't know if there are examples like that in real life. This sign looks like it says Olean, even from quite close. Yeah, feeling neon sign. The area. It is facing a street, but things that do not seem to be particularly well developed. There is a rather wide road passing by the hospital. A number of cars are parked illegally on it. They are parked illegally. But if the drivers are inside the hospital. No, either way, go inside. For that, I have to investigate the door lock since I'm being employed in order to be able to open it. Alright, fine. Investigate building. It's a round pillar-shaped building of the kind that were popular at the end of the last century. The only entrance appears to be at the front of the building. This is the hospital I'm thinking of. Well, building I'm thinking of. Because you say pillar building, and I just think about the tallest building on GTA San Andreas, which was the most fun to climb on. You just jump off the parachute. Probably not the same one, but pretty similar. Investigate the door. The door is locked, but even I can open a mechanism this simple. Don't set off any burglar alarms or anything. I'm sorry, Ruda, can you repeat that? Burger? No, burglar. I really don't like the R in the English language. The door's locked, but even I can open a mechanism this simple. Well, anyways. What is a Snatcher's gun called? Blaster? Anyways, keep your blaster ready. Handgun, whatever. I'll enter Queen's Hospital. Security program and disable the lock. Lock disabled. Alright, so I'll open the door. We are inside the hospital. It's awfully dark. Nobody at the front. Is it closed? Shit, what, you know, considering that Jamie works in a pharmaceutical company, don't they have to check who's buying it? So, that's weird. Look at the reception desk. There's nobody in the booth. The monitors are switched off. It's like we got in here just as they clocked on. Floor. There are no tracks in the dust that would indicate a recent passage. The area. There's a reception booth in the center of the lobby, and 3 doors along the wall behind it. Escape. Reception desk. This whole layer of dust has collected. Gas has been operated for several months. What's this? There are some kind of switches here. Investigate the switches. Please don't be on alarm system. Gillian, look at this. It says door control 1, 2, 3. Free. Tree. Free. You know what I mean. Tres. These switches must be for those doors over there. Apparently they are operated from here. Oh, ain't that weird. What if somebody wants to leave those rooms? Investigate the floor. What filth. There's no operational hospital in the world with floors this dirty. Kinda looks like Snatchers don't have any sense for taste. Well, Ruda, you did find a Snatcher that had short green hair, so I guess you're right. Oh well, fuck off. It appears that it has been left like this for some time. Well, if they're not in the business at the moment, what's the neon sign for? If it appears abandoned, homeless and other people may move into the building. Yeah, I guess it's a good way to keep people out. So the parked cars on the front are also for that. The switches have dust on them. Looks like they haven't been operating in a long time. Move. Door 1. The door's closed. Alright, let's open up door number 1. Nah, fuck it. Door number 3, because that's a missing chapter from MGS5 that I wish would get released. God damn it. Don't push switch number 3. Door number 3 open. Alright, now let's open 2, which is the worst chapter in MGS5. What about 1? Alright. Cool. Yeah, let's start at the 3rd one. Huh. Sort of dark in here. Can't see a thing. I have a lighting installed just for situations like these. Please use it if necessary. Yeah, turn on the light, please. Alright, turn your light on. Yes, sir. Coming on. The light is now on. I turn control of it over to you, Gillian. You operate the light with the direction key. Press B button together with the direction key to move the light. Otherwise, the direction key navigates through commands as usual. Make sure that objects you wish to examine are centered in the light's beam. Wow, if this ain't creepy. The fuck's this? A calendar? This is a picture of Moscow. It's a picture of some kind of temple. looks somewhat Islamic. Oh. I think I've seen that thing somewhere before. Damn, I just can't remember. It's a very old photograph, judging from the condition of the ink and paper. I would suspect that it is at least 50 years old. What's a picture like this doing on the wall here? Metal, what is this a photo of? One moment, please. I'll scan my data files. I have a positive ID. It is the Cathedral of St. Basil. It is a famous cathedral that was a Moscow landmark before the catastrophe. St. Basil's Cathedral? Have I heard of that? I can't seem to remember. Come to think of it, there was a map of Moscow on the wall in Freddie Newson's apartment, wasn't there? Moscow, eh? What connection do the Snatchers have with Moscow? I stored this photo in my memory. This is starting to creep me out. The music doesn't help. I'm kind of a scaredy cat with horror games. I'm not gonna lie. Guess that contributes to the reason why I never got through any of the Resident Evil games. Except for the ones that are not really that creepy. Like RE7, and 5, and 4, and 6. It's a vase. There are no flowers in it. Well, 7 was kind of creepy, I suppose. Each of those had I guess a creepy thing. It's a completely ordinary vase. Why do I feel like somebody's gonna jump at me at some point, or just gonna hover over the flashlight and gonna see a disembodied head? What, cigars? There's a box of matches on the desk. Oh, never mind. Oh my. These matches are from Outer Heaven. Outer Heaven seems to be quite a popular spot for Snatcher friends. I suspect that they go there to select their victims. They'll store these matches as evidence. Shit, I hope they don't get the red head. It's a monitor. Looks like one for a personal computer. Personal computer, huh? It's a monitor designed for use of a computer. I don't know, it kind of looks more than that. It looks like one of those old computers that you would put the monitor on top of the quote-unquote tower. Either way. Let's move on. What's this? It's a drawer? Oh. Yeah, let's see what's inside.
There seems to be a scrap of paper caught between these two drawers. The others are empty. It appears that someone tried to straighten up in a hurry.
Let me see that paper.
Here it is.
What?
What?
What is this? It looks like Chinese or something. Metal translated.
Okay, let's see. Patient record, first examination. I'm not familiar with the next 5 characters. It's the first time I've ever seen any of them.
I thought you were supposed to be really good at Chinese.
My strongest areas are in chop suey, egg foo young, and wontons.
Rare Chinese characters. Or maybe some kind of code? At any rate, this is definitely part of someone's chart. If we can figure out these characters, we may be able to uncover another Snatcher.
What do you suppose happened to the other records?
Looks like someone cleaned them out of here. Maybe they knew we were coming.
Somehow I get the feeling that the Snatchers know what we're up to. I'll store the fragment of the file.
What's this? Is this a movable desk? There are rails on the floor to run under this desk. Perhaps this desk is designed to slide. Wishing it doesn't do any good. It won't budge. I see. Well, I believe we're done here. 2. Or your room number 2. What's up with the light in this place? It appears to be some kind of research facility for biological experiments. Ceiling. Genital manipulators. Various laters mark the surgery implements. The place seems well equipped. Genital manipulations. Huh. There's nothing alive here. This place really gives me the creeps. Well, I guess if you're a robot and you're looking at a bunch of tools laying around, isn't that kind of like a human looking at, I don't know, a dead fish, or a bunch of dead fishes, or goats, sheep, whatever? Because in a way they're kind of formed around, you know, tools or whatever. At least metal is certainly fucking useful. And is also smart. Not unlike your phone, I guess. Let's see what the future holds. If we live another year or whatever. Shelf. There's no sign that any of the containers of chemicals have been touched. They're all covered with an even layer of dust. Desktop. There's a number of pieces of equipment, but none of them are set up for a proper operation. So this place hasn't been used. What about the monitors? This equipment would need extensive maintenance before it could be used. Shelf. There are jars for preserving items in formaldehyde. Formaldehyde, whatever. And a number of other containers and chemicals. Huh, what's on the containers? There's nothing pleasant in any of the containers. Yeah, but what is it? Some of the containers are broken. For some reason, a large number of the containers are empty. Wow, that's suspicious. Maybe this is kind of a repair shop for Snatchers. Bro, this whole building, its whole purpose is that. Shelf. There's no sign that any of the containers of chemicals have been touched. They're all covered with an even layer of dust. Ceiling. I would suspect that it would be difficult to artificially create the rundown condition of this equipment. Gotta really finish that phrase. Huh, I guess so. Equipment and supplies for experiments have been left right where they were when they were being used. So they just suddenly stop. They haven't used this. Oh, I haven't found anything useful. So it's just a dead end. There are various types of biotech equipment who are apparently carrying out some rather involved project. Shit, we should get Spore in here. He might be able to answer some questions. The amount of dust is the same as in the other areas. There are a number of pieces of equipment, but none of them are set up for operation. I guess we're just leaving them. Let's go to the hallway. Let's go to door number 1. Room 1. Okay, this is creepy. Look around. Now looking about the room. Everything seems to be in order. I don't like this. This room is giving me a bad vibe. Anyways, look around the room. There's an operating table. It would appear that this room was used for surgery or treatment of some kind. Recent use? I'm not reading any traces of Stone 9. I guess we're safe for now. It's an adjustable bed with a cover of dust. There's no sign that it has been used recently. I see. There has been no maintenance of this wood for some time. It would take some work before it could be used. Monitors. They're covered with dust. There's no sign that they have been used recently. Did Gibson stumble upon an old operating area they were using? Could be so. Look at the round room. It appears to be a very well equipped operating room. Let's see. I don't believe anything's hiding in the room. Really? I don't know. Something about this bothers me. Well, I'm with you, Gillian. It's an ordinary operating table. Ceiling. Camera and lighting equipment for surgery are everywhere. Look around again. I don't believe anything's hiding in the room. Damn, there's nobody anywhere. It's really one of the Snatcher's hideout. Just relax, Gillian. May not be much, but we have uncovered some clues. I guess. Let's get around the room a bit. Not ringing any motion. There is no one in the area besides us. All this exit. Oh, isn't this great? Is this it? Going outside? Fuck. I don't like this liberty that the game's giving me. Okay, I only found something on door free. Look, desktop. There are various types of biotech equipment to repelling carry-ons and involved objects. Yeah, screw this. Shit, man, I don't. Have we missed something? Don't you think it's a little odd? There isn't a sign of anybody anywhere. But why don't we head out and see what we can make of the evidence we've gathered so far? Fine, I get the hint. I guess we go back to HQ. I wonder if Mika knows anything about it. Why is that, Ruda? I don't know, she just reminds me of Mei Ling. That's all. Oh, of course. God damn it. Thank you, Mika. You're goddamn smart. Let's ask Napoleon. Three 95644. Three 95644.
The number you have reached is not in service at this time. Please check the number and dial again. This is a recording. JT&T Neo Kobe.
That's funny. I'm sure I got the phone number right. Perhaps the Snatchers have killed Napoleon too. Huh? What's this symbol? Napoleon, telephone. Something's upside down, I can't read it. It looks vaguely familiar. It looks like the bouncer on the front of Outer Heaven. Where in the world has Napoleon gone? A wolf band. Uh-huh. Now I understand. Gillian, I know where Napoleon is. Have you figured it out? Let's hurry up and head there. Yep. I got it. But just knowing how anal he is, I'm gonna have to consult with Jordan facts about Napoleon. Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon first, aka the little little corporal. I guess he was called little because I don't know, he was a manlet in 1804 to 1814. Brilliant military strategist, he disposed of French directory. Blah blah blah. The revolution is ended. Political might gripped continental Europe but failed to encompass Great Britain. After a disastrous winter campaign in Russia, he was forced to Russia. Goddamn, everything's connected to Russia somehow. Abdicated by a coalition of the French marshals. Having been exiled to the island of Elba, he escaped, briefly regained power, and was ultimately defeated at Waterloo. And exiled for life in the island of St. Helena, ending his final 100-day reign. Okay, I'm gonna. Where the fuck's my pen? Everything's so dark. Anyways, I'm gonna pick out a new pen because I think. Yeah, I think I'll probably put it back in its place. 100-year reign actually. Just reigned. Reigned, whatever. The Napoleon Code still forms the basis of the civil law. Oh well. Guess we're going. Move. to the front. Center of the turbo cycle. Let's go to out of heaven. There he goes. This is out of heaven. Talk. You really remind me of somebody I know. I bet that's you, right, Napoleon? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anybody named Napoleon. I know it's you, Napoleon. Now, cut this stupid act. I'm afraid you got the wrong man, sir. Napoleon's not that tall. So why he calls himself Napoleon? A barker, not bouncer. Hey, are you who I think you are? Hey, what are you doing? Lay off. Barker. It's that doorman with the wolf makeup again. Makeup? It's the same makeup, but I cannot determine if the same person is wearing it. Makeup that elaborate requires taking a cast of the face of the person who wears it. It's the same guy. Makeup. Are you crazy or something, mister? Come on, Napoleon. What's the problem? Stop this nonsense. Hey, I'm just the doorman. Interrogate. Everything will be fine. I guarantee you safety. Don't worry. Now take that mask off. What about her? Do you have any proof that Napoleon and I are the same person? There you go. A few drunks can be seen in the area, just sitting by the roadside. All the drinking and parties in the world won't get rid of them. They're for real. Killian, humans are a rather weak species, aren't they? That's right. And it's just that weakness that those snatchers are trying to exploit. Huh. Yeah, I guess humans are frail. Everything will be fine. I guarantee your safety. Don't worry. Now take that mask off. You're gonna have to show me some proof, sir. Proof? You want proof? Give proof. I'm just gonna give him a hook to the fucking face. Body type. Vocal pattern, accent, personality, smell. What the fuck is this? Body type. I don't know. I guess you have bad posture because you barely have a neck. That's it. You and he are the same height. If that's proof, then I'm a policeman. Personality. Yeah, that wormy, untrustworthy attitude of yours is just like him. So what? What's that supposed to mean? You know, we could just, I don't know, call this phone. I don't know, maybe turn it off. Give proof. Vocal pattern. Yeah, you have the same voice. That's it. That's proof that I'm a policeman. That's it, Nettle. Analyze this voice print against that of Napoleon. I'm sorry, Gillian. I haven't stored any of Napoleon's voice data. Don't let it happen again. Well, that's really too bad. So, thanks a lot, Metal. Smell? I got it. You smell just like him. Huh? Gillian, what did Napoleon smell like? You shut up. It's a video game. I can't spell anyone. So what? What's that supposed to mean? Accent? I know. Achoo, you talk the same way. If that's proof, then I'm policeman. Achoo. Excuse me. Huh. Okay, this is... Sneeze. Now I got it. It's that sneeze. I remember. You sneeze just like him. He has hay fever. Alright, you win. I've had enough fun for now. Just wanted to play with you for a bit. Nice work, Gillian. You're a first-rate champion. Go on in. What?
Have a seat, Gillian.
No.
We're safer in a crowded place like this.
Jeez, you really had me fooled. 2 rolls in 1.
Gesundheit.
Well, you know, you gotta understand. Being an informer isn't exactly the safest job on the planet, you know. That's why it's important to be a master of disguise, like me.
Yeah, but I feel pretty stupid. I mean, all that time I was asking you about where Jean went, I didn't realize I was asking someone who actually worked there.
Hey, I was just as surprised as you were. But I didn't know that Gibson had been here. You see, I wasn't working that day.
Anyhow, it's not masquerade night today. Why don't you take that mask off, Napoleon? It's a little unnerving sitting here talking to a wolf.
Alright. I suppose there's no harm there. Boy, you really work up a sweat in these full-face masks.
I bet.
Oh, boy. Maybe you should have left that on.
What? Still, you did a nice job of figuring out who I was.
Come on, Napoleon. That stupid phone recording with the wolf man? JT&T would never do anything that tasteless. Besides, what really tipped me off was that constant sneezing of yours.
Sneezes, eh? Well, listen, you want me to tell you why I'm called Napoleon?
Sure.
Because winter gets the best of you. Napoleon Bonaparte sent his enormous army into Russia in 1812, but suffered a major defeat because of the snow.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, the sneezing isn't a cold. It's my allergy to snow 9 pollen. So, anyhow, what did you want to know?
I've got a couple of questions to ask you.
Fire away.
So, what about your background? You're Chinese, right? That's right, purebred, I might add. Came to know Kobe just after I turned 20. Huh, it's good for you. Investigate. Well, let's look around. There we go. It's not masquerade time at the moment, but don't be staring at the customers, okay? Makes them nervous, you know. Shit. I guess I can understand that. Table. This is not plywood. In fact, it appears to be a very high quality stock. Well, without that sneezing, I'm glad we didn't order any food or drink. No. Let's go straight to business. Did you know anything about this? Yeah, these are our matches. How's that for the nostalgic approach, eh? We only give them to our regulars. So that means that somebody from the Queen's Hospital comes here. Show video memory. Would you happen to know this place? Maybe Lucas Land? I heard that it closed down about 3 years ago, but I guess that wasn't the case. Huh, Lucas Land, huh? Guess George Lucas renamed his French. Anyways. My only memories of the place are from after they lost the war. It wasn't a pretty picture. Now I'll tell you, the catastrophe really changed my life and everything about it. That was a crazy time. Can we show him? Show. Wait, where's the goddamn Chinese characters? Oh, it's called Patient Record. Would you take a good look at this for me? What's it mean? You're Chinese, right? Well, I'm not surprised that you had trouble with this. What's that mean? These are Chinese characters for chemical elements hardly in standard use. If I wasn't a science major, I probably wouldn't know them myself. It's a simple code using the characters. And hold on a second. Oh, sorry about that. Somebody was calling. Meaning of the code. What's this about Chinese chemical element characters? What do you mean? The characters on the far left is beryllium. The next one and the very last one are nitrogen. The third one stands for sulfur. The fourth one is oxygen. Beryllium, nitrogen, sulfur, oxygen. I got it. Well, I'm gonna write that down. So dark I can barely write, but beryllium. Nitrogen. Sulfur. That's a badass name. Sounds like the name of a metal band. Death metal, specifically. Oxygen. Sounds like the thing that is pretty nice. And I hope I don't run out of. Well, Ruda, you're an airhead, so you probably won't run out at any time soon. Well, thank you, voices. Let's got your support. Let's go over the names of these elements, shall we? Infer. Whose name is on this file? Please enter your guess. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at a chemistry table, quote unquote. I think that's what it's called. Be right back, I got one.
A few moments later.
Anyways, I cannot find my notebook that had those. The periodic table, that's what it's called. Alright, which one's the first one? Beryllium. Ben. Sulfur is S. Okay, beryllium, nitrogen, sulfur, Oxygen's the last one. Nitrogen's the N. Sulfur is the S. What is that supposed to mean? It's not based on anything. I think about it very carefully. Gas, medium code. I'll tell you again, these Chinese character 4 elements. The character on the left is beryllium. The next one and the last one are nitrogen. Oh, okay. I think I got it.
So that's it. Benson. Beryllium is Be, nitrogen is N,
Yep.
sulfur is S, and oxygen is O. And another N makes Benson. The name Benson was encoded on this file.
Benson. I sure hope it is not referring to the chief, Benson Cunningham.
What?
Or to our friendly engineer, Mr. Harry Benson.
Oh shit.
No, that couldn't be. No way.
But the possibility, though remote, does exist.
Metal, I want you to cut off all your data transmissions to headquarters now.
Oh shit.
Understood. Now disabling automatic transmission routines. Done. No further data transmissions to headquarters will be executed.
My God, a Snatcher in Junker headquarters? We've got to get there quick. Let's go, Metal.
See you later, Junker. Today's little information tidbit is on me. Now take care, Gillian. Don't get yourself taken out by some snatcher. I think I'll lay low for a while. You know, after all, you are my main source of income.
You be careful too, Napoleon.
Yep.
You get killed and you won't be able to sneeze anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
Good question.
See you, Napoleon.
See you.
Metal, let's go.
Yep. If that ain't a predicament. Let's go to HQ. Perform an arrest. Probably the quickest one. Right? Alright. Welcome back, Gillen. How's the investigation coming? Mika, the chief, and Harry, the chief and Harry are out right now, I think. Oh, really? God damn it. Consider the patient record. I've broken a code that was on the patient record. It was a patient's name. In other words, I've uncovered a possible snatcher. What? Who? Oh my god, it's not someone I know, is it? I don't know their full name, but the name's Benson. It was written on the file. In other words, Benson Cunningham, the chief, or our friendly engineer, Harry Benson. So that's the situation. You be careful too, Mika. That's terrible. We're all friends. I really don't want to believe it, but we're dealing with snatchers. That's the way to operate. What if she's a snatcher too? Anyways, I guess now's not a good time to prepare. Well, I guess you could argue about that. Talk, no, ask about Harry. It might be here. I don't know. Harry's whereabouts. Harry's out right now. He seemed to be going after the chief when he left, so he had to check on something. What about the chief? The chief is out right now. Don't know when he'll be back. Harry's condition. He's been a little restless lately. He seems to be investigating something. Oh, great. Chief's condition. The chief has been really busy lately. He'll be attending the Kyoto summit next month. He's had a lot of meetings and stuff related to that Kyoto summit. The Kyoto summit? What's that? It's the annual summit of the leaders of the world's advanced countries. It will be taking place in old Kyoto this year. One of the topics of this year's agenda is the Snatcher menace. A lot of countries are starting to worry that Snatchers are not just a Neo-Kobe problem anymore. Okay, I'm starting to think it's a chief then. You know, he's in a higher position than an engineer. You know, I guess engineers are kind of like the programmers in this field. Or, yeah, I guess so, because they make things work while not exactly be on the spotlight all the time. I could be wrong. But yeah, my suspicion is the chief. Because he's going for the summit and he seems like a high value target for the Snatcher.